Yes, good evening, people. We're back. It's the Armory TV. We've got a star-studded cast. It's full crew, five-a-side team. Come and take us on. We meet you at the
Love that.
cages. Arsenal versus
Well,
Wolves. Let's get into this. Yes, people. It's Armory TV. We're back. It's another preview show. As I said, we got a star-studded five-a-side team. I'm going to introduce you. I'm playing goalkeeper, just to let you not know. Keeper. First off, my centre back. He's a hard nut. No one don't want to mess with him. Brezzy, how you keeping?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You look like a centre back with that beard, so yeah, we're gonna put you in a centre back, all right? Next up, we got the winger.
Alexi Lalas.
He's sharp. He's nippy. He's nimble. He likes a little tussle. People compare him to Morpay. He likes to get into it with people. That's Gunner King. What are you saying, bro?
Hey.
I'm good. And next up, we have my my star striker. He's just come back from some warm weather training in Dubai.
Been on the retreat with the Rambler.
Yeah, boy, needed it. The muscles and the bones were playing up, man, and just obviously from it was all popping off in the WhatsApp group, man. I'm bringing love, man.
Yeah, I like to hear that.
Yeah.
And the most important cog to the team, he's the flair in the midfield, reminiscent of JJ Okocha and those guys there.
Oh yeah, now
Major Englishman. What are you saying, bro?
Big up, man. I wish I had the tunes for today, but no tunes for today, guys. Sorry, but
so I brought you in last for no reason.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry.
I left from last week. I brought you in second the other week. I thought, oh no, he's gonna kill me. I can't do that again. But yeah, how's everyone feeling? Everyone good?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Really good, bro.
Good to hear. It's good to have
Excited
everyone on the
to be
show.
playing another game of football tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, because we
So
got
great.
another
I'm gonna
9
feel it
days.
tomorrow.
We got another 9 days after this rest, didn't we? Because the weekend games
Another.
been rescheduled. Yeah, we was meant to have Liverpool on the weekend, but they got the Carling Cup final. So yeah, we've now got another week and a half until we play. I can't remember who we got after that. Actually, who have we got next week? Is it Watford? Watford at home? Watford away. Yeah,
away
away.
then.
So again, yeah, another important game. So the most important thing, really, and honestly, I think everyone's the talking point all over the place. Two positions again, actually. First one we're going to get to Tomiyasu, or Cedric. Obviously, Tomiyasu was on the bench in the last game, but didn't come on. Obviously, with another it's been 5 days since then. Do you think he's ready for a start, or would you place him on the bench again? Gunner King, you go.
No, I think with Cedric. Look, listen, he's been. To be fair, I've said that we need to get cover at right back, and I feel he needs to be replaced. But listen, it's the same with Xhaka. I think Xhaka was excellent the other day. Like as much as I
number
don't
34.
like him, I think he was important to the way that we played. But I think when watching Wolves the other day, they were a completely, because I watched the full 90 against Leicester, completely different animal with Neto back. And sort of like Podence and Neves as well. So yeah, I think we're gonna need the defensive ability of Tomiyasu, and also just what he gives to the shape as well, so that it will allow Tierney to get forward a bit more. Because look, Cedric tucked in very well. He carried out the role in the same way, but Cedric inherently is a fullback. Whereas Tomiyasu is a centre back that's applied his trade as a fullback. So I think we're going to need, that overlapping on the left-hand side for Tierney to get forward, to also help kind of pin back their wingers, make them have to kind of drop deep to what's the overload? Madrid have just scored. Sorry.
Go on, Atletico.
But anywho, in any case, as I was saying, I think if Tomiyasu's fit and able, we need to bring him back for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Canners, your thoughts?
Oh, I wouldn't agree with that. To be fair, I think Arteta's got a history of like, do you know what? If the team's winning and you're doing all right in the team, I'm going to give you a chance. And I think really, the last couple of games, he hasn't really done anything wrong. To be fair, we've been putting in loads of crosses from his side, and I think he does that very well. So we're at home. The onus is on us to attack, and I think it will be. I wouldn't change it. I mean, this goes back to what there was pure discussions, wasn't there, about Tavares and Tierney. And those kind of discussions there.
How did that go?
Well, listen, until he does something wrong, I don't think it would be fair to drop him. If the team's winning, I mean, what kind of message does that send out to other players at the end of the day? I think, the difference with Tavares and what Tavares did, he made glaring mistakes against Liverpool, etc. I think he's been all right, to be fair. I think he's been all right. It'd be very harsh. I don't think it'd be fair.
If it was a suspension, I might be more inclined to say put him back in. But whether it be an injury, we don't know how well he's healed. Like, you know what I mean? Because he kind of came back before the winter break, didn't he? And then I'm not sure if he broke down again or what happened, but he was meant to be in line for a place, and then he disappeared again for 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's almost like, do we need to rush it that bad? Again, he's got to be fit if he's in the squad, but who knows? But yeah, let's move on. Nigel, what's your thoughts? You was very much for Tierney coming. You was very much for Tierney coming back in. So after what Canners has said about, do you know what I mean, playing?
I'm just looking at Canners, and it's like he's forgotten what happened them times. Obviously, with the reason why I wanted Tavares to come in, Tierney to come in for Tavares at the time, was because Liverpool was coming up to try and avoid that mistake happening. And that mistake happened. I could see it happening anywhere, and it happened. So for me, as great as Cedric has done, and he's done probably better than he's done previous to when he's been in the team, Tommy all day long, man. If he's fit, he starts, man. He was fit enough to be on the bench last time. We didn't rush him back. We didn't even give him no minutes. So I don't mind if you start him, give him a little 65 minutes runner out to see if he's got it. I think he's good because he's obviously he's training and he's ready to go. I think so. Was arguably our best signing of the season as well. One of the best signings of the season in the Premier League. So he's done enough to get back in that team. I feel the poor performances prior to this little two game cameo that Cedric has done.
Okay, do you know what, Nigel? Answer me this, right? Put yourself in. Let's say you're a pro footballer, yeah? All right. You're trying to break into a team. You've waited all this time, right? You're trying to break into a team. You know it's tough. You've got your chance now. You've played 2 games. You've won those 2 games, right? Because someone else has got injured. You've played. You haven't put a foot wrong. You've actually had 6.5, 7 out of 10 performances, and then the coach comes in and says, "Guys, fit again, mate. You're dropped." How would you feel?
I like to be. I'm not any of them guys, innit? I'm an Arsenal.
No, come on, man. Come on.
I'm a supporter, bro. I don't. No. Okay. I'll say I would feel bad for sure because I would.
But then what would? No. Wait. With that being said, how would you feel about your future then, and what that means for you going forward as a professional?
I'm glad that you brought up that exact point because personally, I don't see Cedric being at the club next year, bro. So I don't care about what happens to him. I see us getting a right back replacement. No offense to Cedric, he's an Arsenal player, so I'm loyal to Arsenal. But if I had to choose, it's got to be Tommy, man.
So is that so? If he was leaving, you wouldn't care if he was playing or not playing.
It's not about me caring. I'm talking about the beauty of the betterment of the side, bruv. And I'm sure.
No. I'm asking you a question. If you as a player Yeah, I don't know. What can I equate it to? You doing? I don't know. I don't know. But the thing is that what I'm saying is that if you, as a professional, okay, fair enough, you're leaving and stuff. But what you want to do, right, is get yourself in that shop window, right, and start playing. If you can't do that, do you care or not care?
As a player, of course, I would care. Like I need minutes to show my case of a team for the next time. But I'm a fan, innit? And Gumza's asking me as a fan, who do I want to see in that starting lineup? And 10 out of 10.
I'm just trying to put my side across.
I hear your point.
You know, as how would it filter down to the squad?
I get what you're saying, Canners. Yeah, like 100%. Yeah, like, you know, look. People should be keeping their place, and I did say that about Tavares. I remember when he was playing well and Tierney was looking to come back from injury. The difference, though, I think Tomiyasu is. I'm not saying he's better than Tierney, but he's like a more important chess piece in our system. You know, the whole thing about.
No. See, you can't say that for one.
I wouldn't go as far as that, Gunner, but. There's a different angle.
You know, me and Gumza have obviously gone through it when you know, on his breakdowns, his tactical ones. You know, when Tierney gets forward, when he comes into a free, the fact that he is a proficient centre back makes that more possible. Whereas Cedric is an out and out fullback. He's rarely played at centre back. He's played a few games, I think, maybe at Southampton at centre back. The other thing that you've got to consider is. He did play in the Wolves game, so we are playing Wolves again. But with the greatest respect, no, I don't want to give Brentford respect. Actually, not after what I saw. I was going to say. I'm trying to say, no disrespect. Brentford aren't the same level of opposition as Wolves. You know, we were forced. It was a necessity to play Cedric, and if the necessities.
And how did he do?
Yeah, he didn't do well, but the point is, if the necessity's not there, we can't ignore what Tomiyasu's done for like the rest of the season prior. You know, like he's not. I don't think Tomiyasu's really put much of a foot wrong.
No, he hasn't. Tomiyasu's been brilliant. He has been. Yeah. He has. But I think the difference with Tomiyasu. Hold on, let me just go quickly. The difference with Tomiyasu and
last sentence. Where Wolves are, where Wolves are, and what is riding on this game. You know, that it's either going to kill or bring to life a top 4 push from Wolves. And it's going to do the same for us because of the proximity of us as teams. So I think we don't take any risks. We play our strongest lineup. And, you know, as much as there's sentiment involved and the precedent that you want to set as well, players keeping their place if they're in form, I just think that's more important, putting out your best team against what we have to consider a top 4 rival at the moment, because they are.
Yeah, I hear you. Right? I hear you. Just before we get to Brezzy, I think the difference with the Tomiyasu and Tierney debate was I don't think Tierney was playing relatively great up until that point. And there was not to say the level of performance went up with Tavares, but I definitely saw an improvement when he played. There was a lot more like energy and the rest of it is, I think Tomiyasu's had that season where he's just been one of our best players this season. Nigel's is calling maybe signing of the season in the Prem. So I think that is what you weigh up the difference of him coming back in compared to Tierney. However, Brezzy, I'm gonna let you have the final word on the right back position. We've got we've got 2 for Tomiyasu. 2. I'm gonna go Cedric just to make it interesting. I'm with Canners. So you get the final vote, Brezzy. What are you saying?
I do think Cedric's had a few good games. I think he's done the right thing in that right back spot. But for me, it's going to be Tomiyasu. I just think the guy's I just reckon him and Saka it works, especially with Tomiyasu's overlap. I just think that would be a lot better. And to be honest, we've only got 14 games left, and we need all the maximum points. So if we had cup games and stuff like that, then it's fine for Cedric. But you know, we're in the league, we want Champions League. We just have to go all out. And unfortunately for Cedric, he's just gonna have to drop back down to the bench.
To be honest, I wouldn't be peeved either way. I'd be happy either way, to be honest. But I just feel, you know, the whole thing with the squad and everything and how it's supposed to feel and taking chances and stuff. I I don't know. But yeah, no, I totally get it.
Bring
it back, Tomiyasu.
Silver Fox is agreeing. Wolves are in the same fight as us. You want your better players playing simple. So he said,
and also going on from what Gunnar was saying is that now we're playing Wolves with the extra threat of Neto. They're more of an attacking threat now, I believe, and
much more
defensively. We need to be a lot more conscious. So I'd pick Tomiyasu for that reason as well.
They put Leicester to the sword. Honestly, Podence especially. I want us to buy Podence as well. We need to make a separate show on that, by the way.
Sure, we can. Right, let's move on because this is meant to be 20 minutes and Cannon's in his debating has pushed us on longer than we wanted to be. So first things first, the next talking point, and Brezzy, I'm coming to you first. Martinelli or ESR? Obviously, Martinelli's been in great form since he got his position. He came in through injury and he hasn't looked back since then. 2 silly yellow cards has given ESR the opportunity to come back in, grabbed it with both hands, scored a goal. So if you're Arteta, what are you doing in that position? Left wing forward.
Are you saying
and I'm not having no moving players around?
Okay, so you're saying that I can't move someone somewhere else then?
No, we're not having that. Do that.
Yeah, no, we're not moving Lacazette. No, we know Lacazette's starting. So.
Oh God, that's such a hard question. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to say Martinelli. Sorry,
Martinelli comes back in.
Yeah. The only reason why is just because that I think he can play a bit more central. And this is also a conversation down the line, but that's the reason why I would say Martinelli.
Okie dokes. Nigel, we're gonna go reverse order.
Boy, yeah, you know where I'm at, man. Saka and Emil Smith Rowe all day long. Look, as much as it was annoying that the referee didn't sent Martinelli off in that game as much. We're not going to get into that debate again, obviously. But I remember at the reaction show, I did mention that it's annoying for Martinelli because I could see Smith Rowe having a good game and then he's going to have to struggle to get back in the lineup again. And Smith Rowe's goal changed up the game and he was playing well to the point where I was kind of surprised that they took him off rather than Saka. Because personally, I believe he was playing better than Saka. But obviously, Saka heard me over in Nigeria because he's a Niger boy, went to shut man up after I made them claims and scored the second goal. But for me, as great as Martinelli has been, ESR has been sitting on the bench waiting for his time, coming off the bench, scoring goals, came in the side, scored the goal to set pace on Saturday. Unfortunately for Martinelli, he's got to wait for his chance. But I wouldn't mind to see.
Could the same not be said though? Sorry, go on. You finish.
Now, I wouldn't mind to see for 20 minutes in that game, Laka get taken off and then see what that front three would be like: ESR, Martinelli, and Saka for 20 minutes.
So how you not gonna let Brezzy say that? And then you're gonna bring it up?
No, because the difference is I'm not starting with that. I'm not starting with that lineup. I'm finishing the game. I'm finishing the game.
But with what you said just now, doesn't the same apply to Cedric? And I'm going to mute you on that one as well. I'm not going to let you answer it. So, Caders, I'm going to come to you. So, Nigel's given his reasons for ESR starting. And it's the same thing we're saying for Cedric. But for you, Canners, I'm going to bring this out. This is my sand timer. Go.
Now, ESR has to start.
Ooh, that quick?
That quick?
Ooh.
Tell them.
Nigel, I'm going to bring you back in, Nigel. Gunnar King, Martinelli or ESR?
Oh, Lord. Can I just, what I want to do first?
That time is still running.
No, basically, just quickly, what I want to do is just both sides, like what Canna said about Cedric or players in general keeping their places when they're in form. That's the sort of thing that you want to instill in the culture of the club. It's very important.
Does that not reach out to Cedric as well then?
Yeah, it does. It does. So I'm just saying, it's not an easy decision, but I think keeping ESR in the squad obviously strengthens and reinforces that. Also, what you've got to consider is, although it was harsh, it was disciplinary, yeah, like why he couldn't play in the last game. And usually, you know, them ones are a football manager, bro. Like when players have got yellow cards in the 60th minute, it don't matter who they are, how good they are, how important they are in that game, they're coming off. Like if it keeps happening, yeah. If I notice like 2-3 games where I'm getting yellow cards, I'm like, right, you know, like bid, yeah, like I'll just bring you out, yeah. And I think there does need to be an element of, I guess, players not just coming straight back I mean, Martinelli's was harsh, you know, and Xhaka is important to the team, but I've never liked players, like seeing players that get red cards or get like sent off just getting their place back. I'm just explaining that. Like it's something that I've always kind of lived by as a mantra. So it's the
only player who could have got their place back from such and such way would have been Henry.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
I think this has a lot to do with. Also, I think it has a lot to do with what you're replacing them with. So the Granit Xhaka one you've just brought out, which is completely fair. He walks straight back in all the time, just because there's no one good enough to really hold him out of position. Whereas ESR and Martinelli, you've seen it twice, 3 times this season now. When one of them's got the shirt, he's keeping the shirt until injury or suspension. I can see some side eyes going on. Can we make someone hold on? Wait there. Let's see if we can make this camera a little bit bigger.
What are you doing, man? Now. Like,
man's getting weighted on, you know, like a true king.
Yeah.
You start seeing grapes being dangled and shit. You know what I
mean? Only thing I would say,
yeah.
It's just that obviously Seth Morrow, he's more of an like when he's been on the bench, he's come on and he's scored. So if you've got Martinelli, he's going to run the defense ragged for 60 minutes. Then you bring Smith Rowe on, they're going to be like, God. And they're going to have to do that. More of a
I know what you're saying, Brezzy. I personally, though, would actually drop Lacazette.
See, that wasn't an option. That wasn't an option. Hold on, wait.
That's not an option, so we don't want to hear that, Cannon, isn't it?
Right, so this came up earlier. Hold on, sorry. This came up earlier. So Christopher Jones replying to one of our tweets is saying Martinelli in for Lacazette or Pepe in for Lacazette.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. None of us wants to drop ESR. Everyone wants to get Martinelli back in. So is the option then taking out the striker in Lacazette and playing Martinelli through the middle?
Listen, I'd actually play Pepe.
You can't drop Lacazette. Oh, it sounds crazy, yeah?
Let Gunnar go first. I like what he's saying.
You can't. Like, look, sometimes you've got to look beyond the obvious, yeah? Firmino was never a prolific goal scorer. The players around him were, though. And what you're starting to see is even if he's not scoring, the balance is allowing all the others behind him to do it. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah. When's the last time we haven't scored in the game? It will be like against the big teams, right? Okay. Well, we even scored.
Burnley.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, but I mean, more often than not, we found a way to score goals. You know, like, so I think sometimes looking at, you could put Martinelli up front because he's a better finisher. He's more clinical in front of goal. But how's that going to affect the balance behind him? Because everyone else has been playing with that presence of Lacazette after Aubameyang's been taken out as well. Sometimes it's not about the goals of that individual. It's about the goals of the individuals around them. My concern would be that if you're putting Martinelli up front on his own, he does not have the physical presence or the stature to be able to do the things that a lone striker needs to be able to do. Receive the ball with their back to goal. You know, like kind of hold the ball up and link play up a bit more. He can link play up. He doesn't have much of a hold-up game. You know, he's someone that wants to get in behind and get on the end of chances. He's not someone that I believe you could deploy in a single striker system. If you play Lacazette behind him, that's another option. Removing Odegaard, and that really can't happen. You know, like, so
we don't need to.
I think we need to think outside the box a bit with these take Lacazette out because he's not scoring antics. He got an assist in last game. I'm not saying it because he looks like me. Yeah? Everyone always says this to me. Let's take that out of the way, yeah. But you know, for anyone that's played football, you know, and Gumsy, you're a coach. You know, sometimes it's about maintaining status quo, yeah, more than it is about consistently changing things and like trying to make things work. You know, you look at Pepe trying to make a change all of a sudden in Champions League semi-final.
Yeah, it didn't work, man.
In the semi. Well, why? You know, like it wasn't broke. Don't fix it. You know, like
I want to touch 100%. On something.
Go on, Nigel, you go.
Said, like, Brezzy, like I'm gonna allow this you to say this one time only, man. He just tried to brush off ESR like some sideman impact sub. Yeah, ESR can come on for the second half. And bro, don't do that.
I don't think he meant that. Yeah. I think what he meant is that he's been doing a good job of that. Like
as an impact, I know, but I would say he's earned the right to be in the side, especially after scoring every time he comes on and scoring in the last game. Like, come on, Brezzy. Over Martinelli.
Yeah. I want Smith, Rowe, Saka, Martinelli all on the pitch. So with Odegaard, but the problem is how can you fit all four of them onto the pitch and have Laka in it? It's just there's just so much there that you can't.
It reeks of imbalance. If I'm being honest, at this stage of their careers, it reeks of imbalance to me because you're taking out seniority levels from the squad as well.
You know, the squad is ridiculous. There's one game there's probably one game I'd deploy that in, and that's Leeds United. That's probably the only game I'd deploy that tactic in Leeds United. They just let you do what you want. But apart from that, I'm with Gunnar. I get Lacazette's not flavour of the month, but what he does well. And again, I keep going back to we've had Aubameyang up front all season, well, half a season, who is the best striker we've had at this club for a long time. And he was null and void for half a season. So how can we expect Martinelli, who's going to play in the same way Aubameyang does, to get any joy if a seasoned pro, like probably was our only world-class player for a long time? Do you know what I mean? He's just gone to Barca, seen what he's done in this first game there. Yeah, the first goal was very nice, actually. Second was, you know what I mean, an Aubameyang kind of goal. The third was obviously a deflection, but he will go and score goals anywhere, and he struggled at Arsenal. So putting someone in to play the same style as what he was wanting to play probably wouldn't work because we just don't play that system now for that style striker. So that is my thoughts on the Lacazette thing. Let Lacazette get on there. Let him take the kicks. Let him get hold of the ball and secure things and battle centre-backs, and let these other boys just go and enjoy doing what they're doing best at the moment. So that's me.
He's the captain. He's the one bringing the leadership.
He's got to play.
If we had another leadership candidate that I could trust, you know, like I still think it's too early for Tierney. He's eventually the man, you know, like but I still think right now to make him a captain in this game when it's against a top four opponent, to change that as well, because you can't give it to Xhaka. So what's your other option?
No,
I actually think next year is going to give it to Odegaard.
Maybe.
Him or Tierney. But just quickly, before we go into Niger and Cannons, because obviously you two are going to have the last word before we wrap up. How many games has hold on, Gunnar? I think Lacazette maybe in the league since he's taken over that captaincy. I think we may have lost one game in the league against Man City. Don't quote me on that, but I think in the league that's the only game we've lost since Lacazette's been captain. So do we really take him out?
No, you're right.
In the first 5 games,
we lost the Everton game actually.
In the first 5 games, he scored 19 goals that he played.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't the best the Premier League opposition had to offer, and one of them was the cup game.
You definitely saw upturn in our form since he came in. So I definitely feel that's not accounted for enough. Yes, he hasn't scored many of them goals, but we've definitely seen an upturn in our performances. But Canners, sorry, you got a minute. What are you thinking about a different striker option or giving Martinelli a chance up front just to see what he can do? Or is that something?
No. I'd actually play Pepe at the end of the game. I'd actually play Pepe up there.
Yeah.
To be fair.
What's your main thoughts to that?
But that's me. But because I actually think he can hold the ball up well and he can do a bit. And he's probably one of the in finishing as well. He's probably one of the best at the club.
I hear you. Niger?
I never expected that from Canners, I'm not going to lie. But if it was an option to pick one of the two to start in the 9, I'd pick Pepe too, to be fair. Because I believe like he can hold up the ball better than Martinelli can. But to be honest, just like Gunnar was saying, until the summer when we actually go out and buy a replacement for Gunnar, there's no point in not starting him in any game, bro. To be honest, like because there's no striker in the club that can do what he does and bring other players in. And I still believe as a striker, he's a better finisher than Eddie. Let's be honest. and he's got better hold up play than Martinelli.
Yeah, that's the more important part.
I'd pick Lacazette 100%, man.
Remember, guys,
but I wouldn't. I won't lie. I wouldn't mind as I said, I wouldn't mind to see the Martinelli as a 9 for 20 minutes, but not to start a game.
Yeah,
but remember,
I think that's the key. I think giving him.
I was going to say, just very quickly, like it's a system that we're playing to now, isn't it? And like individuals in the system each have a role, and it's not just like an individual role. It's someone else's role becomes dependent on it. And like you take one out, like the whole thing kind of doesn't operate at all. Full stop. Like I think you're putting Martinelli up there. He's got a completely different profile as player. Like to Lacazette's. So you've got to think about what you do about that. Like I think the only way Martinelli can play for us at the moment is with a second striker or as a second striker. Or as a wing forward. I think the wing forward's the best position for him at the moment, for where he is.
I agree.
And his development.
And if again, like you said, if it ain't broke, why are we fixing it at this moment in time? We're doing all right.
You want to do it in a game that might be easier, or
if you're forced into it. If Lacazzette's injured or suspended and you're forced into it, then you might go right. Actually, rather than the easy option of Nketiah, let's try something new with Pepe or Martinelli. But yeah, until then, he's our captain at the moment. Like, I think you leave him where he is and let him do what he's doing. Yeah. But right, before we go, we're going to get into them individual score predictions. So up first, we have Gunner King. Give us your score prediction.
Wow, just put me on blast.
Yeah, you're right.
Real quick.
I don't want to do any until the end of the season, because I don't want to jinx anything.
Score prediction.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with 1-0 to the Arsenal.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Niger.
I think Neto is going to be a threat, but it's going to be a 2-0 win for the boys.
He's gone 2-0.
I've gone 2-0 as well to the Arsenal.
Ooh, confident.
Man, kind of said that with chest, like he was just there.
I was even nervous about it, bro.
Hard. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Arsenal. Yeah, I think we'll do it, but it's going to be a difficult one. And next up, we're going to go to Brezzy.
Wow, Brezzy looking hench.
I was going to say 2-0 to Arsenal, but everyone seems to be picking that, or 2-1, but I'll say 2-0.
Yeah. Decent. Right, let's bring us all back together for a final farewell. So yeah, guys, that's the predictions. Reaction show tomorrow, obviously after the game. Canners, I'm presuming you're going to be there.
Yeah, you going? You're there.
I'll be up there. Yeah, I'll be up there as well. Cool. So
we want to vlog, Gumza. No excuses.
I thought I could do this time. I'm going to do one. This time. If it's too cold, I need to get some gloves. The fingerprint gloves. That's what I need, and I'll do one. But
have you just moved to the UK about it's too cold? Get them thermals on and get cracking,
listen,
bro.
Today is cutting.
Cut.
You
just come back. He's just letting us know he's come back from Dubai, and that's all he's doing with that one. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I live in 20 degrees, so relax yourself there, innit?
Hey man, play haters, stay away.
You were looking slick on that trip still, man. Big up.
Yeah, boy, love it life. But yeah, guys, on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Let's go and watch Burnley hopefully get something against Tottenham, and United getting beat by Atletico. So looking like could be a good evening ahead. But yeah, thank you everyone.
Agenda and chill, lads.
I pray. But on that note, Arsenal, make sure deliver tomorrow, and we out of here.